G'day guys, it's Sharon here, and in this video today guys I want to share with you all what I've been up to, and in the line of the Traveller's Notebooks. So here we go. Okay, I have done quite a bit of research on them, and because I wanted to give them a go. I like them and I don't. They do, how can I put it, a Traveller's Notebook, I don't understand how people actually have the time to fill them out. They're full of books, they're full of wonderful stuff, and yeah, it's just like, it's full on. But anyway, so I did a bit of research and I was quite liking the non-Maduri ones. I find the Maduri to be quite plain, but that's my opinion. And I suppose what does count is what is in the Traveller's Notebook. It's what we put into them. So I thought I would make some because one, I can't afford them. Two, I have enough stuff around here. I was pretty sure I could make one. So the first one I had a go at was this one. I had fabric lying around and I had this batting, which is adhesive on one side. It's quite thick, and I thought, why not give it a go? I had some elastic and obviously a bit of lace, but I went ahead and I made the two pieces, the front and back, lined with the batting. Actually, I think it's interface, sorry. And yeah, it's that. It is quite simple. The eyelets is what I had, and they're not the greatest because they are scrapbooking ones, so they're not really meant for thickness. So I went and purchased some other ones. Yeah, because I wanted to make more, so I needed better eyelets. I made 3 basic books out of some pretty scrapbooking paper. I'm trying to use up my scrapbooking paper, so I sewed the signatures in like you would in your journals, and just put them in. I added some tags in. So really this one is my first one. I'm going to use this one for church. This one will be my everything church one. Look, this one's in upside down, and I just put some washi tape on a little plastic. I got some old packaging of something or other I had, and which is the plastic, and just put the washi tape around, and voila. So that is my first one, and this one is based on the Reset Girl, I think is her name, and she was doing a video on all the different Traveller notebooks she had, and I'm not quite sure of the name of the shop that this one comes from. I only got the sizes off it, and this one, this way it measures. So it's about a 7-inch that way and 8.5 that way. But if we open it up, let me see. Whoop, this way we want. So it's 12, roughly 12 that way, and 8.5 that way. And I left, no, not for this one. There is a little bit of room for things to hang out, but it's pretty snug, that one. I quite like that one. So there's the first one. The second one, I seen a lady using old purses, so I fished around the op shops and couldn't find any. So I found a cheap one at Kmart, and it's quite pretty, and of course pretty colours. It had a pouch with a zipper in the middle, and I took that out, unpicked the sewing, pretty easy. I took the enclosure stud out. Even though there's a hole, I'm going to patch that up later. And fill it up with some goodness, and this one I'll take with me on my Christmas holidays. So there's one for prayer, and I've put some art paper in there, like a canvas paper in there for drawing and whatnot, and also a grid for the front and back books. So that will be my going, actually it is the Traveller's one. And then I made this one. I'm going to go out just a little bit. Okay, in this one I just love. This one is actually for sale. I'm going to make a few of these and put in the shop in town. Yeah, and sell them. So this one I used 2 fat quarters of fabric, and I reckon you will get one of these, and if you made another one you would get one to cover this size, which is a 4x6 little book. So and yes, that's pretty good if you've got fabric lying around, or if you just want to whip into your fabric shop and just get a couple of fat quarters, because that's what I did with this one. Yeah, you can make this. Now I used the pen as the closure, and I actually thought it was going to be a pain in the butt having to worry about that, but the more you do it and the more that things soften up, and it's not going to do it for me now, there you go, it is actually quite that simple. So the same system as the first one I did. I used the batting for the 2 front and back, and also for the pockets for the front and back. And for the books I made the covers separate, because you can I should say replace, when you're finished you can replace it with whatever you've got lying around at home. This is old school book paper, and we have so much of this stuff lying around, and I figured, well, why not? So I covered some of the trimmings on the books, and I made the little frame out of the fabric and contact paper, just to keep the fabric clean and it wears better. And I put a little plaque, so this comes out, as you can see, and goes back in, so you can write what you want on it or just replace it. So there's one. This one has grid paper, and this one has the canvas art one. So you can do painting on this if you want to, or drawing or colouring in, or water paint, whatever you want to do. So there's one of them. So this is the last one I did. I also left enough space in this one on the sides. This one's the bigger, this is the same measurements as the first one. I think I've already mentioned that, but I've left the books smaller. This was what the Reset girl was talking about in her video. She likes tabs and so do I. I'm a tab girl, and this size allows you to have your tabs even at the top, and it won't poke out and they won't get damaged. So this size book, and I'll quickly measure this size one. This is 4 3/4 by 7.5, this book. And this is the same, let me just check, guys. This one, oh, get there, is 8.5 by 12, I'm sure of it. Yep, this one's 8.5, 8.5 by 12. So this is this one, and I'm so pleased with how it turned out. I love the fabrics for one. And this, once you get used to it, it's that simple. I like the elastic thing, but the elastic pull around, I probably will make some with that one, but I just wanted to give this one a go. And the studs were were more heavy duty than the others, so it's going to hold really, really well. It did hold, I'll just quickly show you, it did hold. Let's see if we can get it to focus, and it held them in. Up, where are you? It held in really well. It's like they're not coming out, where in the other one it was. So I might have to go back and replace the other studs in the other one. But there you go, guys. That is what I have been up to, and loving every bit of it. But honestly, there's that many out there, that many ways to make these. This is just what I've been up to, and yeah, go and have a look, guys. thank you to all the YouTubers that actually make these videos for the Traveller's Notebooks. They're really good to watch, and I'll leave some links below of my favourites. So, alright, so take care everybody, bless yous, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.